How we doing this morning, everyone? Are you having a great start to your week? Second to last day of the month. Man, oh man, welcome to Monday, February 27th of 2023. Today, folks, we have a Pokemon Presents happening at the top of the hour. Will we get new Pokemon games? Will we get the Game Boy inevitable announcement for Nintendo Switch Online? Will we get anime updates, movies? I have no idea. What we do know is that there is a Pokemon Presents. So without further ado, let's welcome in your host, the one, the only, Nathaniel Rumpelchance.
Monday morning. I'm trying not to be too super loud around here. My fiance is still sleeping. My children are in the other room because they had a 2-hour delay on the bus today, so that's fun. We're having a little bit of a winter storm. I keep watching to see if schools are just going to be outright canceled, but right now it's just a 2-hour delay, so it's whatever. It doesn't really affect our ability to do the show. It just means that I'm not going to stick around a whole lot after the Pokemon Presents, which is fine, because we still have our typical Monday night live stream tonight, so we could talk more about the Pokemon Presents then and anything else that happens today. We also could sit here and talk about stuff right now, because Pokemon Presents is about 28 minutes away. First, I want to welcome everyone who's here. We got Cindy Estes, one of our members, Brian C., a member and moderator, Vicarious, another member. We have Mars, official is here, Maximality, Damani Rice is here, Tupinator, It's elect time? I don't know, something like that. Fire Breathing Sprig. J-Lo, another member and moderator. ETV331. We have member Christopher Colazzo is here as well, and I'm sure many others that aren't talking right now. You guys are awesome. Thank you for choosing to watch the Pokemon Presents with me today. I have no idea what's going to be shown. We talked about this on the last Nintendo Prime podcast. We talked about this. Just some little, are we going to see new games or what's going to happen? I think that we're going to see some new games today. Like when I say new, I mean new old. A Let's Go game or some other remake, I think is going to get unveiled today along with DLC. But who knows? I have no clue because I don't work there. I know there's been leaks supposedly all over 4chan like there is every time. Sometimes these leaks are real, sometimes they're not. One 4chan, one in particular, has already gotten a couple of things correct, which is strange. But it's whatever. We're just going to sit here and enjoy this together. Already had a news video drop today. One of the earliest news videos I think I have dropped in quite some time because we had a quick little update on Tears of the Kingdom. Now, you guys know that I am really, really into Zelda. So any tidbit of news is something that just in my brain just automatically takes priority. It's weird how that happens. We all organize our lives and we all have different ways that we prioritize different aspects and different things in our life. And when it comes to doing my YouTube stuff, Zelda just always seems to supersede any other thought process I have going on, including the Pokemon Presents. Because why wouldn't I just wait till after the Pokemon Presents and make a fuller, better video? Well, because I really wanted to get the news out to you. as fast as I could because I'm excited about it. In case you haven't seen that video yet, basically, Tears of the Kingdom is going to have DLC. This isn't, big spoiler news or, whatever. Maybe that's surprising it's going to have DLC, but we're getting DLC in Tears of the Kingdom. That's a thing that's happening. It was officially announced on the website for the game, the Tears of the Kingdom website of all places. Weird. Doesn't tell you what the DLC is going to be. Doesn't see when it's going to come. It just says that DLC is coming. So I don't know what Nintendo's doing. I don't get it. I've never gotten it. Nintendo just does what they want to do. This is the strangest marketing campaign in Nintendo history. I'm not even going to say Zelda history. Nintendo history. Right now, the biggest piece of marketing that happened was a leaked art book that was never supposed to leak. We have no story trailer. We have no, we have DLC announced, but no information on the DLC. We have nothing. It's a new game that's a sequel that has Sky Islands and vehicles. It's a pretty big summary. Pretty good summary of what we know. We think we might know a lot because of all the theories out there, but we really don't know that much about this game. Haven't really even seen Link fight anything except a possible like and a stone talus. That's Tears of the Kingdom. So, we're not here, though, for Tears of the Kingdom today. At least not this live stream. We're here to talk about Pokemon Presents. So, what are you guys feeling today? Do you guys think we're going to get something good? Then we get something bad? Do you think it doesn't matter? I do need to double check my layout that it's working. All right, my layout is working. So, although the Pokemon Presents is a little bit off, let me fix that. Those of you guys that have OCD and stuff. Plus, it just bothers me too. Not really because I have OCD. It's just, when I know that a simple thing can make it just that much better, just getting it nice and centered as much as we can here. Yeah, right there. That looks significantly better than it was. It might not be perfect, but anyways, we will be live streaming it here. I am, they do not have the stream live at the moment. So, what are you going to do? I do have the official Pokemon YouTube channel up, and I'm just waiting. Oh, now they have it up. Okay, they didn't have it up a moment ago. Now it's up. Make sure I grab the right one because they have two different ones. We want the North American one. So there we go. We got it up. It's there. It's a premiere. So it's literally going to kick off at the top of the hour. We're all ready to go. All right. Let's see here. Maybe a third Scarlet and Violet entry. Wishful thinking. Yeah, I don't think we're getting a third game in the Scarlet and Violet thing. Early today, huh? Just in time for the drive to work. Look, there's a Pokemon Presents in like 22 minutes. I don't control when the news comes, guys. And this is one of those things as a content creator that goes unplanned. I'm a Nintendo YouTube content creator, so I try to make sure I'm streaming all these events. I even got the State of Play in last week, very last minute. So, I try to do my best to live react to all this stuff, but, my schedule doesn't always align with it, but most often it does because this is my job now. It's just, they don't really care about that. They're going to do the news when they're going to do it, and it's my job to try to make sure I make the time for it. Pokemon Rangers. Interesting. A Pokemon Rangers game. I know some people expect Detective Pikachu 2 today because it was actually announced back in 2019. They announced a Pokemon spin-off game that we just haven't seen in 3 years. It's crazy. Scarlet and Violet DLC, I think, is expected. So it's select time. It's really an expected thing at this point. It is one of the fastest selling, if not the fastest selling Pokemon games of all time. Over 20 million. Don't know when it's going to stop. DLC is just expected at this point. I don't know if it's going to become the best-selling Pokemon game of all time. I do think it's going to overtake, the second best-selling Pokemon game of all time right now, which was the last new generation one, which was, what was that? I already forgot what it was because I don't like it. The last Pokemon game before Scarlet and Violet, not Legends. I just don't like it. And not BDSP. I didn't like that one either. I forgot the name of it already because I don't like it. Yeah, let's go Johto. That is something that some people are saying might exist. Again, billion 4chan leaks. None of it's actually confirmed. Sword and Shield. Yeah. I'm trying to forget Sword and Shield. If it ever happened. I don't know. That's just me. full disclosure, I'm not like a massive Pokemon guy, right? I was really into Pokemon back during Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. But I was also a kid back then. As I got out of high school and stuff, I really kind of fell out with Pokemon. And I've been dragged back in here and there. Trading card game on Game Boy Color. But even then, that was still kind of sort of part of my childhood. Stadium, Pokemon Snap, Coliseum. But I got dragged back in with Detective Pikachu. I thought that was really good. I've also enjoyed Pokemon Go on my phone. And then beyond that, Legends was really the game that brought Pokemon full circle for me. It was the exact type of game I was looking for out of Pokemon. And then Scarlet and Violet came out. And admittedly, Scarlet and Violet is the first traditional mainline Pokemon game I've gotten some enjoyment out of. I still don't think it's like this epically amazing, greatest game ever sort of thing, right? But I do find it to be far more entertaining to play than a lot of the prior ones. Despite all the technical issues, I still find it a lot more enjoyable to play than almost any of the prior games besides Legends. So that's good for me. Like it's sort of like the Pokemon game for me, I suppose. And obviously, that ending. We're not going to get into it. Maybe they get into it today talking about the DLC, but anyways, I do think that Scarlet and Violet were pretty solid entries despite the issues. And no, I don't find the issues to be acceptable. And we're still waiting for like that performance patch that Nintendo promised us. And it's still not here. I'm kind of thinking the only way to fix the performance problems is to completely recode the game. So, moving on, we have a Pokemon Presents today. Let's get back into a cheerier mood here. Let's see here. Do y'all think the trademark of Spike Chunsoft is an indicator of a mystery dungeon? A lot of people have already pointed that out over the last couple of weeks. That people think there would be a new mystery dungeon here. Obviously, we knew the Pokemon Presents is coming, and we know the relation. So, yeah, there's, again, I think a lot of expectations for this Presents. I don't know how many of them are going to be met. The only expectation I'm going in with, like I talked about how, I want there to be, or I think there will be a new remake game this year. Even if there isn't, the only expectation I have is the one their teaser trailer gave. The teaser trailer for this had literally the Game Boy intro music for Red and Blue. So it makes me really feel like we're getting those games added to Nintendo Switch Online. Also, they removed that line about, I think it's on Pokemon Stadium or whatever, about not being able to import Pokemon. Which makes you feel like whatever they get added to the Game Boy NSO will be able to import those Pokemon over into the stadium. That seems to be what's being inferred, although it hasn't actually been confirmed and or announced. And who knows if any of that's going to interact with Pokemon Home or any of that stuff. I have no clue how any of that's going to be handled. I assume it'll be through Pokemon Home, but I don't know, right? Like, that app hasn't always been the best, but it is an app that exists. So, what are you going to do? Black and white or bust, Corey? Yeah, there's a lot of black and white fans out there. Or black and white 2. What do you guys think is better, black and white or black and white 2? I'm always curious about that. I'm not someone that, really liked either of the games. But again, I'm not like a Pokemaniac, right? Mark Tucknut. No one wants Pokemon anymore. That's a very bold, inaccurate statement. And I could say it's a factually inaccurate statement because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are the fastest selling Nintendo published games in the history of Nintendo. So in the nearly 40 years that Nintendo's been doing video games, actually they have been doing it over 40 years. So in the 40 plus years Nintendo's been doing video games, it is the fastest selling Nintendo published game of all time. You can't sit here and say nobody cares, and yet it's the fastest selling thing that's ever existed. Clearly people care. We can't even remotely pretend that people don't care about Pokemon. Now, you might not care about Pokemon anymore, and that's fine. But it's still one of the single most popular IPs in existence. as proven by it now being the fastest selling Nintendo published game ever released. And this just happened last November. So, I mean, look, you might not be into it. Huge chunk of the world is. So, let's see here. Third biggest franchise in the world, yet nobody cares. Just released the fastest selling Nintendo published game of all time. Nobody cares. The entire go look at the top 10 selling games on Switch and notice that like 3 of them are Pokemon games. Soon to like it's just I don't know what to tell you. Is it 4 of them? I can't remember. 3 or 4 of them that are Pokemon games. Fastest selling until May of 2023. I do wonder, Corey. So it set a record when it hit 10 million sales in 3 days. Can Tears of the Kingdom top 10 million sales in 3 days? Like I keep trying to like remind myself. Only one Zelda game ever has sold more than 10 million, and that's Breath of the Wild. So do I really think in just 3 days Tears of the Kingdom can do 10 million or better? I don't know, man. I guess we'll see. I don't really. I don't know. You know, I'd like to think it's a given, but is it? We're in uncharted territory. A sequel to the most popular Zelda game of all time. What's it gonna do? What if it flops? No one's even considered that. What if Tears of the Kingdom doesn't sell well relative to Breath of the Wild? What if it isn't setting records? I don't know. It seems like that's impossible to happen. I don't know. We're in uncharted territory. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe people didn't like Breath of the Wild. How many Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Editions are they releasing? Not many. Every person I've talked to in retail says that this is significantly smaller than most of Nintendo's Collector Edition launches. So, right now, not very many. We'd like to see Pokemon Stadium 3. Yeah, no, it's interesting that they ended the Pokemon Stadium Coliseum line when they did. Now, granted, a lot of the features from those games end up making it their way into the mainline games eventually, but not everything. Like all the mini game mayhem and stuff like that's not really in the mainline games. I mean, heck, there's been nothing like Ekans Ring Toss, right? But I don't know. It's interesting that they ended what at least seemed like a really popular console line of Pokemon stuff that interacted with the handheld so much when they did, you know. Maybe it's just because the GameCube flopped, and I don't know why they didn't just try again on Wii, but we're just going to have to wait and see if they ever decide to revisit that stuff. I mean, I never thought we'd get another Pokemon Snap, and then we got new Pokemon Snap on Switch, and it's actually a really, really good game. So, you know, there is always a possibility they decide to revive some of this stuff that maybe they just need to find the right time and place where they think it'll be successful. So, who knows? Pokemon Coliseum because it's the year of... They bring it back because it's the year of GameCube ports, I suppose, maybe. Let's see here. When's it starting? 12 minutes, 13 minutes. We'll get flipped over to it. It's right here. Right here. We got it up. We're ready to go. But it's about 12, 13 minutes away. Let's see here. Morning. Good morning, guys. What's up, Sam West? Complacency. I also understand the Pokemon media is the highest grossing form of media of all time, but still struggles to make games with no performance issues and somewhat good graphics. Media is a very broad term that spans multiple things. So obviously gaming, anime, movies, merchandise. Those are kind of the big ones. What you need to remember is the biggest Pokemon thing ever is Pokemon Go. So you could talk about how, it struggles with performance issues. The games aren't even the biggest part of, like, Pokemon Go is, but, like, the games on hand aren't nearly as big. There's more people watching the anime. There's more people watching the movies than playing the games. The games aren't the biggest part anymore. Card games and stuff like that, too. You know, so, like, we got all this stuff going on. So why does it struggle with performance issues? Is one, you could talk about developer competency. If you want to point to anything, you can say developer competency. You can say how they don't have enough time to make the games. However, we did find out that the Pokemon Company and Game Freak, well, really Game Freak, decides their own schedule on games. The problem is once they decide their schedule, they can't change it. So basically, they have an idea. Game Freak goes to TPC, says, "Hey, we need 2 years to make this," and they go, "Okay, you got 2 years." They just don't let you really budge once you commit to the 2 years. So you could talk about developer incompetency. It could be managerial incompetency, unwillingness to develop a brand new engine from the ground up that actually functions. There's been evidence in Scarlet and Violet that it's still using the old 3DS engine, which is scary since that was never developed for open world. That is yikes. So that could be the root of everything, is just they didn't develop a brand new engine from the ground up like they need to. So there's a lot of reasons. You could go, well, from all the money it makes, that's inexcusable. And look, I've already not given them a free pass on this, so I know how inexcusable it is. All I can tell you is they get away with it, and that's why they keep doing it. It's kind of like Madden, right? Madden is a broken mess every year, and they keep getting away with it. As long as people show up and buy it, nothing changes. So you want performance issues to go away, then you want Pokemon to tank. And Pokemon's not going to tank. So this is what you get. It is what it is. Let's see here. The Steam Deck has better graphics than Nintendo Switch, so people will play Legends of Tears of the Kingdom on the Steam Deck. Well, Johnny Hernandez, not everyone pirates games, so people overblow at times how many people pirate games. It's really not that many. Let's say there's, at Tears of the Kingdom launch, let's say there's 1,000 people pirating the game. All right, cool. Well, millions and millions and millions are playing it on Switch. It's been proven with data over time that there really isn't that many people that are pirating Switch games. Is it a fervent community? Is it active? Is it a community that's really proud of it and loves to rub it in people's faces? Sure. But in the grand scheme, there really isn't that many people pirating Switch games. It's just not that big. In comparison to the number of people playing it on Switch versus pirating, it's not that very big. So sure, there will be people that try to pirate it and play it on Steam Deck. It probably won't work day one. Fun fact about pirating games on Steam Deck: Steam Deck's more powerful. It still can't run every Switch game smoothly. So despite being more powerful, you still need to wait for people to modify it and optimize it and blah blah blah. So Tears of the Kingdom probably won't even work out the gate on Steam Deck in a way that people would consider to be playable. So it's whatever. People are going to pirate games. Nothing we can do about it. The game's probably going to leak a week early. Nothing we can do about it. Not really worried about it. People are mostly going to play it on Switch. So, and probably the next platform. Assuming that the next platform is backwards compatible or that they re-release the game. Let's see here. You can get games on Steam Deck without piracy. Sure. If you dump the game yourself, otherwise it's piracy. If you are physically dumping your own Switch games, that's the only time it's not piracy. If you are playing it through any other method other than dumping the game yourself, it meets the legal definition of piracy. Yes, LTT made a video on it. And in LTT's video, they left out something and they mentioned it because it's illegal. They literally, in that video LTT made about doing it, there's a section they blur out. They blur it out in the video because they know you're not supposed to do it. It's one of those, if you want to do it, But if you want them to not get dinged by Nintendo, they can't show this certain thing. There is no way to play Switch games on a PC or Steam Deck unless you dump them yourself. That isn't piracy. Again, dump them yourself. Have fun. Didn't dump the game. You're doing something illegal. Whether or not you'll ever get in trouble for it, well, I mean, it's been proven over time you're not going to get in trouble for it, right? Like, Nintendo's not going after people playing the games. They might shut down your YouTube channels, but they can't, nuke your Steam Deck or nuke your PC. They're not going to go after. They're not going to make... They'll go after people distributing the game, but they won't go after people playing it. So that's been proven over time. Very, very few cases where they've ever gone after anyone actually just playing the games. It's always the distributors because it's just easier to go after them, and there's less people distributing than playing. So Let's see here. The only thing that hasn't worked day one recently was Mario plus Rabbids. What? How did we get on this topic of piracy, anyways? The only thing that hasn't worked, and Tears of the Kingdom is a much more intense game than than Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? This is so stupid. You damn pirates want to argue your bullshit. Go somewhere else. This is not a Steam Deck piracy channel. My gosh, I'm gonna end up just banning the lot of you. Jesus, so stupid. Ninja Jersey is soon or Treehouse. Waiting for PAX or April. I have no idea, man. You know, I don't know if Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be a PAX. I'm going to PAX East. Whatever Nintendo and the Pokemon Company got there, because both are confirmed to be there. We'll see it. We'll make content on it. We'll see what happens. But I'm hoping Zelda's part of it. Don't know. Could be Pikmin. Could just be Mario movie related. I don't know what the Pokemon Company's bringing. Could just be anime related because, PAX isn't just video games. So it could have nothing to do with games. I have no idea. We'll see. Yeah, of course Eric's coming with. Me and Eric are going to PAX. Everything's already booked. We're all good. Well, mostly all good. Do you think we'll get some kind of Pokemon game for this November? Yes. That was a prediction I made, so sure. Yes. I think starts soon, so we're going to flip over. Which means I have to bring up the chat on my phone. For now. Won't always be this way. This is the way it is right now. All right. Let's see here. Get my live stream up so I get the chat going. Volume down, just the chat. All right. All right. Let's see what we got going on with the chat. Pokemon games from Nintendo Switch Online. That seems to be almost confirmed at this point. They played the Game Boy Pokemon music in the teaser trailer for this, so that seems to be something we should expect. Let's see here. I do think we get some kind of Pokemon games for this November. So Jermaine McBounds. Nice. Hopefully Lego is an official set reveal for Zelda soon. I don't know about soon. I don't think anything for Zelda will be revealed till 2024, but I could be wrong because Tears of the Kingdom comes out. Maybe they want to take advantage, sell some Legos. Shadow drop to NSO today. I mean, it could happen. Who knows? It's a Pokemon Company, man. They're going to do whatever they want to do. Am I lined up? I feel like I got to move more this way. Just a smidge. Let's see here. We're, what is it, 2 minutes away? Probably less than 2 minutes. Well, we say that. This is a premiere, so it's going to have a countdown timer, too. So, I don't know how long the countdown timer is, because now you can choose how long your countdown timer is with premieres. They did disable the live chat. Are they afraid people are going to be mad? And they turned off the comments. It's always a show of confidence when you turn off all possible ways for the public to comment. Yeah, Nintendo Directs are kind of a crap show in the live commentary, but at least Nintendo leaves them on. Nintendo's ready for the crap show. Red, green, and blue for the online shop. The latest Direct having so many Game Boy games. I mean, it's expected. Guys, the Game Boy games are expected. They literally use the Game Boy games music to advertise this presents. It's expected to be announced today. Shadow drop today? Don't know, but announced today for sure. You can't find this anywhere here but in your channel. What? The Pokemon Presents? Dude, there's tons of people. There's tons of people. Let me show you. Let me show you. Look at all these people. There are tons of people doing it. So, and those are just people I'm subscribed to. Lots of people doing the Pokemon Presents. All right, we'll begin in a moment. I'm going to refresh it just in case. Sometimes you got to give it the old refresh. Nope, hasn't started yet. Should begin in a moment. Oh, they got the live chat up now. They enabled the live chat. And they re-enabled the comments. Cool. Well, good for them. They had it turned off and they decided to enable it. All right. Anonymous Wolf, how you doing, bud? Hasn't started yet. Should be any second now. Any second now. It's a premiere, so it should just go to a countdown timer soon. Any second. Is the live chat saying anything interesting? Everyone just shouting things, but nothing's actually began yet. I'll refresh it one last time. There it goes. Yeah, see, premieres are weird. Premieres are all sorts of weird. You gotta like refresh and stuff. It's dumb. Why is this not full screening though? Hold on. What the hell? That shouldn't be happening. Crap, I forgot the Windows key for it. Just refresh it one more time.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon.
Quick, what's the Windows command to rehide this?
Today, February 27th, is Pokemon Day. This is the date that the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released.
I forgot what Windows key it
marking
is to
the
hide
beginning of the
my
Pokemon
taskbar.
series. At the time, only 151 Pokemon had been discovered, but now that number has grown to over 1,000.
I know there's a
To all you
command for
trainers around the world who have journeyed together with your Pokemon over the years, we are so thankful for your support.
I must have accidentally locked my
In
taskbar.
today's presentation, we will be bringing you all sorts of news about Pokemon. First, we would like to talk about this year's Pokemon World Championships, the first ever to be held in Japan. Mr. Chris Brown, take it away.
Hello, Pokemon trainers. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm so glad to join you again to talk about our annual Pokemon World Championships. This past year in London, more than 10,000 trainers from all over the world gathered together to celebrate Pokemon and experience epic battles. Thank you to all the trainers who made the London World Championships our largest ever, and congratulations again to our newest world champions. Now I'd like to share with you all some details about our next event. The 2023 Pokemon World Championships will be held in Japan for the very first time. We look forward to trainers battling in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, the Pokemon Trading Card Game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite from August 11th to 13th at the Pacifico Yokohama. For more than a decade, we have created special artwork to honor each location that makes the World Championship experience unique. Today, I am happy to share the key art for Yokohama for the very first time. Let's have a look. The World Championships is so special because of how our community from around the world comes together to play Pokemon. We can't wait to see you there. And for those that can't make it, be sure to catch all the action on our live broadcasts all weekend long. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. We can't wait to see everyone together in Yokohama later this year. Moving on, Please have a look at this video.
That's a robotic Pikachu, right? Pretty sure it's a robotic Pikachu. Could be wrong though, I guess. Okay, trading card game. Yeah. What is this? A new trading card game? Double colors, yeah. The OGs? They're just has it trading card game classic? We didn't have those little point chip things. We didn't have those point chips. What?
Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic is designed to be a premium Pokemon TCG set that will last a lifetime.
At least we didn't have the cones.
Created by the design firm Nintendo, Creatures, and the Pokemon Company.
That's why I'm confused. We didn't have those little cone point things.
We'll be providing a sneak peek of the product at the Pokemon World Championships, so I hope you will all come check it out. Next, we'd like to announce a new Pokemon venture. To tell you more, we have Miss Min Young Kim from Netflix.
Netflix.
Mr. Ishihara, thank you for the kind introduction. Hi everyone, my name is Min Young Kim and I oversee Netflix film and series from Asia Pacific. Thank you for having us here today, and I'm thrilled to share how we're bringing Pokemon and Netflix together for the first time this year. At Netflix, we're passionate about developing local programming that entertains audiences around the world. And so today, we're pleased to announce that Netflix, in collaboration with the Pokémon Company, are producing a brand new Netflix series, The Pokémon Concierge. We have a group of experts here in Japan who are passionate about finding and developing original stories from Japan that can excite audiences all over the world. And we are dedicated to adapting fan-favorite stories and manga into extraordinary shows. With this title, we're excited to marry an entirely new storyline that expands the Pokemon universe with groundbreaking stop-motion animation. To bring this new world to life, we've partnered with the amazing creative team at Dwarf Studio. The series, which will be set at the Pokemon Resort, follows the story of our concierge Haru and the many Pokemon who visit as guests. We hope you enjoy today's first look at the Netflix series Pokemon Concierge, and we can't wait to share more with you.
Pokemon Concierge? I'm trying to understand.
ここはポケモンリゾート。ポケモンたちがお客様として訪れる場所。
What's up, Psyduck?
これはそこで働く
it is concierge.
一人のコンシェルジュのお話。
I've never heard of that word. Shows how little I understand English.
Thank you very much, Miss Kim. Pokemon Concierge will be a new animated series
And now he says
brought to you
concierge.
by Netflix and Pokemon.
Is it concierge or concierge?
Please
Two different
stay tuned for
pronunciations.
this new series release.
You're confusing me, Pokemon Company.
Now, we'd like to present the latest news about our games. Mr. Utsunomiya, please
Here we
take
go.
it away.
This is what we've been waiting for. Game news.
Hello, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokémon Company. Have you all been making good progress with your treasure hunt in the Paldea region?
DLC?
Today, we have updates on the Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet games.
DLC?
But first,
Oh.
please take a look at the latest updates about several of our other games.
Okay. They're going to save it. I'm going to save the DLC for the end. Pokemon Unite.
5-on-5 strategic team battle game Pokémon Unite. We've entered our second year of service and surpassed 100 million total downloads. More and more Pokémon have joined the fray, allowing for even more strategies and ways to play. The legendary Pokémon Zacian is now joining Unite battles. Its Unite move is Sovereign Sword. It can cut a broad swath with its slash attack. It can also charge its sword with Eos energy to unleash a stronger attack. Use these huge attacks to overwhelm your opponents. And don't miss out on special holoware.
New events.
The adventure in Zacian's
Doggo
World
with a
event
knife.
is now underway. Complete missions to receive rewards.
Unite's not a
Also
bad
obtain
game.
Zacian's
This is
Unite
not my
weapons,
kind of game. I don't
so
really
be
play
sure
those
to
kind of
join
games.
in. There's also a boss rush event underway. Stand against formidable foes with your allies and earn rewards. Plus, to celebrate Pokemon Day, we're distributing a gift code for a special item. And we're hosting an invitation-only league to decide our Asia region champions. Check out how the battles are going on the official Pokemon Unite social channels. The teams that win their way through each league will come together in a dramatic face-off in Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur.
The Pokemon Classic games are going to get announced here.
Look
I
forward
would
to
be
Asia's greatest
I would be
Unite
flabbergasted
battles,
if they're
and
not
we'll keep
announced right
bringing
this.
you
So
more to enjoy in
Hey, it's
Pokemon
literally the
Unite in
expectation.
future.
it's literally the expectation. So Pokemon Cafe. You're making me hungry. Literally making me hungry. Stop showing me food. Stop it. Stop it. I haven't had breakfast yet today. Stop.
What's this?
That's like I called it,
Aroma of
Pokemon
our
Cafe
newest
Remix.
dish has brought some customers to the cafe. Here at the cafe in the Pokemon Cafe Remix game, we meet Pokemon from the Paldea region. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Whip up plenty of servings of the new Paldea dish and bring delight to your Pokemon visitors. Progress through the event, and you'll be able to choose one of these three to join your staff. Which one will you choose? To celebrate Pokemon Day in Pokemon Cafe Remix, we're also giving away a special in-game Great Chef outfit for Greninja. And there's more. You can now deliver to a whole array of 5-star chef Pokemon that have appeared in the past. To celebrate this special development, you can enjoy a bonus 11 times express delivery right now without using in-game currency. Play Pokemon Cafe Remix on Nintendo Switch or your mobile device, and discover what new Pokemon and outfits may show up in your
It's
cafe
funny when
next.
people will act like NSO is free. NSO isn't free.
I hope you're ready.
Here we come! Those with the strongest convictions will win!
I'm not gonna let you win.
Shine on.
Shall we begin?
Mystery.
At once! Let's go!
Come on.
All right. My wish is for Galos trainers to work together to become the strongest in all the world.
It was a bit of a troll for a moment.
Strong as Lee.
It felt like they trolled us for a moment there. I was like,
be even stronger.
no, it's just EX 3-year anniversary. Who cares? I should say who cares. There's probably some people out here who care.
Pink is all well and good.
That was definitely a tease.
But I think I'll cover you in the
They
color
knew what
of
they were
pink.
doing.
Let me show you the power of spite.
Pokemon Company, good at trolling people.
I want to be the one who beats the unbeatable
For a moment, I was like,
champions.
wait a second.
Let's get this started.
Was just Pokemon Masters EX.
Pokemon Masters EX.
Sorry, 3.5 years. I cut them a half year short. My bad. Didn't realize we celebrate half years now. But
Moving on, please have a look at this video.
why are you here? Please have a look at this video. It's a dramatization, not actual gameplay footage. Got it.
Gute Nacht.
Buenas noches.
Good night. Oh, a bunch of different languages. Okay. Pokemon from around the world. Pokemon Sleep. Oh, they didn't kill it. They didn't kill Pokemon Sleep. Holy crud. I thought they killed this thing. Pokemon Sleep still exists? Well, that's not creepy. It's not creepy at all. To have a giant Snorlax just sneak out from under your covers. Okay, this isn't how it works. So, what is it? I still don't know what it does. Because this isn't what it does. What does Pokemon Sleep actually do? Okay, it doesn't make Pokemon appear next to us.
Good morning.
What? Okay, so Pokemon Sleep helps us sleep by looking at our phones.
Morning.
You know, they say looking at your phones at night actually hurts your sleep. Legitimately, looking at your phones when you're trying to go to sleep actually hurts your ability to sleep well. I still don't know what it does. What does it do?
I know we've kept you all waiting. But at last, we can bring Pokemon Sleep to you later this year.
Pokemon Alarm Clock.
The idea behind Pokemon Sleep is to be a game that makes you look forward to waking up in the morning. To get a better idea of what you can expect,
Tamagotchi?
please check out the next video.
Is it a Tamagotchi?
Welcome to the world of Pokemon Sleep. Your adventure takes place on a small island. On this island, you'll find Great Big Snorlax and Professor Neroli, who is researching Pokemon Sleep. It's easy to play on this island. All you have to do is get a good night's sleep. If you leave your smartphone by your pillow when you go to bed, your sleep will be measured, recorded, and analyzed. Once that's done, it will be categorized into one of 3 sleep types.
Mine's gonna be crap.
Snoozing or slumbering.
Mine's gonna be that.
Pokemon that tend to sleep in the same way as you did will gather around Snorlax. As you keep this up, you might even
Doesn't help
discover
you
some
sleep.
rare in-game sleep styles that most will never see. It seems that each species of Pokemon has several sleep styles. Get lots of sleep and try to find them all. Enjoy going to sleep and waking up each day.
This is like one of the most pointless
styles of Pokemon together
applications
with
I've ever seen in my life. Literally one of the most pointless
By
applications
using
ever.
the Pokemon Sleep app regularly, you can have fun while tracking the regularity
So
of your
remember to
sleep
check
or
your
rest
phone and
rhythm.
set things before you go to
Pokemon
sleep so that
will be
it hurts your
available
sleep.
for iOS and Android devices later
And next time
this
you pick up your phone in the morning,
Next,
you get
we'd like to
Pokemon.
introduce
Congrats.
The device you just got a glimpse of, the Pokemon Go Plus Plus.
Go plus plus. Oh,
This is the
that
Pokemon
thing.
Go Plus Plus accessory. It is a new device that you can use with Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon
Because One
Go.
Plus wasn't enough, guys.
It's very simple to use. It
One
with
Plus
Pokemon
wasn't
Sleep.
enough. We had to go with the Plus
Press the
Plus.
button when you are going
Get
to
ready
bed,
for the new Nintendo Switch Pro.
and press that button once
Or the
again
new.
when you wake up in the morning.
Because one's not enough anymore.
Just like that,
Gotta
your
have
sleep
Plus
data
Plus.
has been measured. There's a
What the
Pikachu within your Pokemon Go Plus Plus.
I'm never getting this thing.
It can sing
And
you
I like
lullabies.
Pokemon Go. I'm never getting this.
Grow friendlier the more sleep you get together. Even unlock new alarm sounds for you. It's like you're cuddled up to catch some Z's with
I'm
Pikachu.
sorry. If I'm laying in
device
bed and I'm
also
hearing
has handy functions for playing Pokemon Go.
Pikachu, I'm having
Without even
nightmares.
pulling out your
I'm
smartphone,
imagining a
you can
Chucky
automatically
style,
spin Pokestops and throw
you know,
regular Pokeballs
Pikachu
at
stabbing
Pokemon.
me in my sleep.
And now
Oh
you can
my
choose
gosh.
to throw Great Balls and Ultra
No.
Balls as well.
I mean, kids
at the
might like
press
it,
of
but
a
no.
There are future plans to add new functionality that'll use your sleep data in Pokemon
They always
Go.
have these weird
Stay tuned
accessories for
more.
Pokemon, man.
What do you think?
I mean, maybe kids will think it's
Pokemon
cool.
Go
That would just
device
creep me
should be
out.
available to purchase in July. And by linking the Pokemon Go Plus to your Pokemon Go game, you'll get access to special research in Pokemon Go that will allow you to encounter a Snorlax wearing a nightcap. Look forward to more news to come about Pokemon Sleep and the Pokemon Go Plus device.
They're spending way too much time on Pokemon
And
Sleep.
next, we turn to the latest updates about Pokemon Scarlet and
'Kay.
Pokemon Violet, the newest games
DLC?
in the Pokemon series, which were released in November last year.
DLC? Yeah. Okay.
New Paradox Pokemon have been found in the Paldea region. It seems Walking Wake appears in Pokemon Scarlet, while Iron Leaves can be found in Pokemon Violet. You'll be able to catch them for yourself by claiming victory in a Terra Raid battle event.
Okay.
The event will begin not long after this broadcast, as soon as preparations are complete.
Okay.
We hope you'll team up with family,
Watch,
friends,
this is
and
it.
other trainers to
This
take
is
on
the only
this
announcement.
challenge.
And then we're done. Pokemon Presents over.
The games will also soon be able to connect to Pokemon Go.
Okay. Nah, I guess.
In Pokemon Go, you can receive gifts from friends or by visiting Pokestops around the world. These gifts come with postcards. Once it's possible to connect these games, you'll be able to send postcards to your Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet game, and you'll find that the pattern of Vivillon that appear there will change based on the postcard's location data. And on the Pokemon Go side, the players who have sent postcards will find themselves able to catch roaming form Gimmighoul in that game.
Alright. It's a little
Try to
weird, but
collect
alright.
999
So you could change the look of your
Gimmighoul forms to
Pokemon
evolve
with
Gimmighoul
postcards in
into Golden
Pokemon Go. Got it. Alright. I mean,
We're also planning to begin Pokemon Home support for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet early this year.
okay.
Then you'll be able to bring roaming form Gimmighoul that you've caught in Pokemon Go to Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet via Pokemon Home.
Okay.
We hope you look forward to it.
Alright.
And finally,
It's fine.
we'd like to share our last video for today with you.
No DLC announcement?
Please have a look at this.
It's gotta be DLC, right? It's gotta be DLC. Or not? I have no idea. Is it actually DLC? No clue. They do these big cinematic things and everyone's like, what's happening? It's gotta be DLC, right? So there's no DLC for it. I'm gonna be surprised if there's no DLC for Scarlet and Violet. Still don't know what I'm looking at. Just saying. Still don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. This looks like game stuff, maybe. DLC? I still don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. All right. DLC. Still don't know what I'm looking at, though. But it's DLC. The teal mask. This is a very weird unveiling of DLC. They don't even have like gameplay to show. There's no gameplay. This DLC is so far from being done, they don't even have gameplay to show.
DLC will be available for purchase for the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
Are you going to show
The title
it?
of this DLC is The Hidden Treasure of Area
Did
Zero.
they announce DLC they can't show?
The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero will be released
No,
in
they
2
did not
parts,
just do that.
with Part 1, the
They did
Teal
not
Mask,
just announce
coming in
DLC.
fall 2023.
They
Part 2,
can't
the
even
Indigo
show.
Disc, will be distributed in winter
No way.
2023. Purchasing the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero will allow you to
No,
enjoy playing
why
both
is this being
parts of the
announced right
DLC
now?
with the save data
It's
you
so
already
far
have
off.
in Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet.
They're not even ready to be
Part
shown.
1, the Teal
What is
Mask,
this?
You'll be visiting the land
All
of
they can show us
Kitakami
is
as
art.
part of a school trip as your adventures expand beyond
No.
the Paldea region.
This isn't
And
what
in
you
Part
do,
2,
Pokemon
the
Company.
Indigo Disc,
You can't
you'll
have
be
your
studying
final
as an
announcement be
exchange
something you
student at
can't
Blueberry
show.
Academy.
Your final announcement can't be something you can't show.
During
It's just
these
art.
adventures, you'll be able to encounter some familiar Pokemon that you didn't
doesn't-
see living in Paldea.
It doesn't matter. Show me the game. You can't show it.
The legendary Pokemon that newly appear in the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero are Ogre.
This is way. This should not be. This should have been a summer announcement when they could show us it, right?
Resplendent in its
This should have been at a
glittering
Pokemon
aura.
event in
Please
like
look forward to a
July,
new story that
August.
will unfold in 2
This
parts
is just
as you discover
you can't.
the roles
They,
that
the
both these
the
Pokemon
development
will
of
play
it is
in
so
your
is like
adventures.
so not done.
The
They
Hidden
can't even
Treasure of
tease
Area
it.
Zero will
They
be
can't even
available
tease
for
it with
purchase
gameplay
on
footage.
Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation ends.
Yeah, who cares?
As soon as you make your purchase, you'll be able to get the new uniform set and don
No
some
one
new
should buy this
outfits in your
DLC, by the way.
Pokemon
I'll be
Scarlet
very
or
disappointed
Pokemon
if you guys
Violet
buy this
games.
DLC right now. You need to at least wait and see it.
As an early purchase bonus, we've also prepared a serial code that will allow you to claim
They're working
a
so
special
hard to make you
Hisuian
pre-order
Zora art
something they
for
can't
your
show
in-game
you.
team.
Come on, Pokemon Company.
We hope you enjoy these expanded adventures.
Oh,
of Pokemon
they're trying so
Scarlet
hard to get
and
you to
Pokemon
pre-order
Violet
something you
games.
don't even know what it is.
What did you think?
That was garbage.
As we move forward, we'll keep trying to find new ways
Don't ask
to bring
me.
the joy of
It's
Pokemon
garbage.
to you all. Thank you for tuning in.
That was the worst Pokemon Presents of all time. That was the worst Pokemon Presents of all time. Not only was the Game Boy music completely irrelevant, they had nothing. They had nothing. No. Stop. They had nothing. That is the biggest nothing burger I have ever seen. Nothing. I don't need my phone up here. It was the Pokemon Sleep event. That's what it was. It was the Pokemon Sleep event. That they had that entire Pokemon Presents for Pokemon Sleep. Look, I'm not even upset that the Game Boy games weren't announced or anything. Fine. You teased us with Game Boy music. You didn't give us Game Boy stuff. Fine. Whatever. But if you're going to end your event, you always end your event with the biggest thing. And yes, DLC for Scarlet and Violet should be a pretty big deal. But not like this. You don't announce DLC that doesn't release until fall and winter, supposedly, assuming there's no delays. And then you announce it and can't even show what the damn DLC is. Oh, there's a mask. Oh, there's this. Oh, look, here's teases of new Pokemon. Can we see it? Oh, development is so far behind on the DLC. We can't even see it. Why are we announcing DLC? By the way, this isn't like DLC being announced before a game comes out, so you don't want to show the DLC because you don't want people thinking that you're cutting content from the game. Game came out in November. We don't have a performance patch yet. Okay, we're waiting on that, so no performance patch. that was promised. By the way, Nintendo promised it. Technically, the Pokemon Company did. Nintendo promised us a performance patch. Still don't have that. And now you're teasing DLC. And there's like nothing you can really show with the DLC because it's not ready to be shown, which means it's not ready to be announced, in my opinion. And then you attach, pre-order bonus, pre-order bonus, pre-order bonus, I know what you're doing. You know that was dog shit. And so to get people to pre-order, you're trying to throw in all these pre-order bonuses. Pre-order now, pre-order today, pre-order, free thing, costume. Because you don't have a DLC to sell. You're trying to sell the DLC on the merit of pre-order bonuses. I have never seen a company attempt to sell DLC on the merit of pre-order bonuses. They are trying to sell you DLC today that isn't ready to be shown. They can't even prove what the DLC is. With pre-order bonuses. They're selling you pre-order bonuses. You know what this was? This is a classic case. I get what happened. This is a classic case of the Pokemon Company falling into their own trap. They didn't really have anything exciting to show today, right? They didn't. And they knew it. They knew it going in. Pokemon Sleep was really the only real announcement they had. You're not going to do a whole Pokemon Presents on just Pokemon Sleep. No one's going to tune in. So, okay. You did have one thing that you needed to announce to get out there that's releasing this year. You could have just did, a random Twitter drop of the trailer or whatever. But this is a classic case of the Pokemon Company setting the expectations. The Pokemon Company has been doing these Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day for a long time. And because they keep doing it every year on this day, there is an obligation the Pokemon Company feels to continue to do a Presents presentation on the 27th on Pokemon Day every year. They put the pressure on themselves to put out this Presents every year. And sometimes you need to just skip a year. Every now and then, when you don't have it, you just skip it. You're skipping it, sets that expectation for the year that you're not really going to have anything, and that's okay. They didn't announce any new side games, no mystery dungeon. They didn't even talk about Detective Pikachu 2 that was announced back in 2019. At this point, I just think the game was canceled, and they just didn't say anything about it. You announce DLC for a game you can't even show, and just say, trust me, bro. We only broke your trust with the entire performance of those games. But trust me, bro, the DLC will be good. Trust me, bro. Here's a bunch of pre-order bonuses. Can't show us the DLC. Just trust me, bro. That's your big announcement. They didn't need this today. The Pokemon Company would be in a better position today with their own fans if today never happened. If they could just press delete on the last hour and just screw it. We're done. No Presents. They would have been better off. Does anyone disagree with me? Look, if this is what their year is going to be, fine. Sometimes you're going to have a year where the Pokemon Company's not going to deliver. And that's okay. You can have off years. The Pokemon Company has such a crazy cycle of content that, you know what? If they need a year, if they need a break, if they need a year where they're just focused on making stuff and they're not really going to release much, that's okay. I think all of us can understand. If we didn't get much Pokemon this year, we're good. But not this. They felt obligated to make this Presents when they had nothing. So, while the Pokemon Company is likely never going to see this video, my advice is simply that's what you just have nothing. Just don't do it. Drop your Sleep trailer. Do a separate event dedicated to Pokemon Sleep if you need to. But we didn't need this. They should have just skipped Pokemon Presents this year. I know they want to celebrate Pokemon Day every year, but you know what? It really wasn't worth celebrating this year because there wasn't anything exciting to talk about. The DLC could have been revealed later this year, They could have did a Pokemon Presents dedicated to the DLC in August or September. You know, when you're closer to bringing it out and you have something to show, right? Then it would have made sense. Hey, let's talk about and reveal the DLC. Oh, look, people didn't think we're doing anything Pokemon this year. Boom! DLC dropping in a month, part 1, dropping in 3 months, part 2. And here we get to actually take a gorgeous look at it all. Which, by the way, there probably will be a Pokemon Presents in August or September doing just that. And they could have waited until then. And then they're so desperate for sales right now because they don't have any spin-offs or anything else coming out. They're piling in pre-order bonuses to make you pre-order the DLC now, or make you want to pre-order the DLC now, because they want money now, because they don't have anything the rest of this year. There's no side games. There's nothing filling the slate. So to keep the money train going, they want to sell you DLC today that they can't even prove to you is worth it today. They just hope you're going to buy it on the, trust me, bro. Did you like Scarlet and Violet? Trust me, bro. Give us another $20, $30. Because we still do too. And here, we'll give you some skins. Just stop. See, people always say I can't. Oh, I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I can't be critical. I can be critical when it's warranted. And we all have different levels of where we warrant criticism. I can say that this warrants the criticism. This event shouldn't have existed today. I rarely walk out of like a Nintendo Direct and like, this Direct shouldn't have happened. No, look, even a bad Nintendo Direct has some good stuff in it. This just had nothing. Like, even a bad Direct has some good stuff. Monetize my sleep. I'm pretty sure the Pokemon Sleep app is going to be free. If it's not, then, well, I mean, damn. Let's see here. That was straight garbage. Oh, they haven't fixed it yet. No. Let's see here. I don't think anyone's buying Pokemon Sleep. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a free download app. They'll probably find a way to microtransaction it somehow. Oh, yeah, we have added new Pokemon. Just pay $2.99 for some coins to do a gacha mechanic to unlock some new Pokemon that just sleep. Have a good day. You skip class? Well, don't be skipping class. Don't be skipping class. You got a Twitter feed. Just kind of, you got social media. There's ways to get the updates without skipping class. They totally trolled with the Game Boy stuff too. Then they had like the black and white stuff pop up for a moment, and you're like, oh, it's just Pokemon Masters. Oh, you're going to tease the whole event with Game Boy Classic music and then do nothing. I guess that Game Boy Classic tease music was to reboot Generation 1 of the trading card game. Like, that's maybe the only thing I'm mildly interested in. And even then, it looks like they made some changes to Generation 1 of the trading card game that I'm very interested in. Like, we had tokens and stuff. I get it. So they're just trying to modernize it a bit, I guess. But still, man, dude, I don't know what's happening right now. Well, can't call me a Pokemon hater. I don't. Is there any Pokemon fan excited about this? Is there anyone in the chat excited by the Pokemon Presents today? Anyone that has a positive reaction to it? Or is it all negative? Pokemon Sleep is going to send Pokemon advertise. Joycey J, though, you know what I will give them credit for? Look, you know what's worse? Than, a lack of news? So they announced the DLC today, right? They did give us, like, ideas and concept art and stuff for it, right? Because that's what they gave us, ideas and concept art. You know what also got announced today, accidentally by Nintendo? DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. I don't even have concept art for that. I now know Tears of the Kingdom has DLC, and I do not have any idea what it is or any So you know what? Pokemon Company somehow in this mayhem announced DLC better than Nintendo did for Tears of the Kingdom. Just throwing that out there. For those who don't know, Tears of the Kingdom had DLC confirmed on the official Tears of the Kingdom website today with nothing. A big nothing burger, just that the game has DLC. So technically, Pokemon Company one-upped Nintendo's crappy way of revealing DLC. Neither of them are good, by the way. Neither of them are good. This is not how you reveal DLC. Both companies, Nintendo and TPC, both of them showing us how not to reveal DLC for your biggest games. Man, Nintendo's possibly biggest game launch of all year. Hey, it's got DLC. We didn't tell you nothing about it. Yes, okay. Well, you can say it's a given that Tears of the Kingdom will have DLC. When you announce that there will be DLC, you usually announce it by showing the DLC. Not by just putting a line of text on your official website. See you later. And now the Pokemon Company. Here's DLC. We're announcing DLC. We got some concept art. There'll be some new Pokemon in there. By the way, pre-order bonus, pre-order bonus, pre-order bonus, pre-order bonus, pre-order this today. Available now. Aren't you excited? Give me your money. At least we can't pre-order the DLC yet. I'll give them this. We can't pre-order Tears of the Kingdom DLC yet. I'll give Nintendo that much. We can't pre-order the Tears of the Kingdom DLC yet. So I guess that's a credit to Nintendo. What a day. What a day in news. What a day in news. This is crazy. Oh, I would double check my kid's school to see if it got canceled or not, because it was just a 2-hour delay today because of icy roads. But we'll see if they actually cancel it or not. Let's see here. I think they decided to close them. Yeah, they closed them. That's all right. Kind of expected it. Probably has some emails coming in from the teachers soon to figure out what the e-learning is going to be today. So about those Game Boy and Game Boy Advance announcements, Pokemon Company just punked everyone. Yeah, dude, they did that. Like, they were showing some classic. They showed black and white for a moment. I was like, wait a second. Hold up. Didn't exactly expect. As always, don't expect anything. Yeah, I know they showed black and white. That's what I'm saying. They showed black and white. All of it's for to be the Pokemon Masters. I'm like, you tease black and white, and then that's it? You reveal Pokemon Masters first, and then tease the stuff that... They're marketing, man. They're marketing so bad today. The Pokemon Company's usually pretty good with marketing. Today was not a good... Today is marketing 101, not what not to do. What not to do. This should be shown in marketing classes around the world. This is what you don't do. This should be used as a lesson on what not to do. Demo. We talked about a Zelda demo. I mean, maybe we get one at PAX East. There's probably not going to be one dropped on a Switch to play. Something coming later today, and gonna be live streaming tonight, so don't know that I have much more to say. We could probably start wrapping things up. I honestly can't imagine anything else I have to add to this reaction, man. It was just a crap show, man. It was bad. But, whatever. Moving on. Tears of the Kingdom. Comes out in like 2.5 months. About 2.5 months of Tears of the Kingdom. Got that to look forward to. 75 days away. Still better than Digimon Con. Is it? I have no idea. I don't know anything about Digimon. Besides the old song, Digimon, Digital Monster, Digimon are the champions. Like, I remember that when I was a kid. Resident Evil 4 remake soon. Yep, we got that coming up too. Can't forget that. Redfall from Microsoft is supposed to come eventually too. Earlier this year, or in the first half of this year. All right, guys. Have a good day. We'll be back later today with another video. If you haven't checked out my video on the Tears of the Kingdom news today, go check that out. We'll have more coming, and we'll be live streaming tonight. So hopefully I catch you guys all tonight as well. Peace out. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Go away, Discord. I'm trying to end my stream and it's blocking my end stream.